Let me talk about first Obima. You take her out early. That's why you're the coach, and the players make it look good, but making all the right decisions. And then after that, the rest is history. You guys win the tournament.
You know, I was coaching. I was doing my student teaching at Oakland High School and I helped with the wrestling program there and the baseball team. And Mike Markoulis was the baseball coach. And we're playing, and the AOL is a tough league. And I watched him and learned from him. And I said, Coach Markoulis, when do you know when to take a pitcher out? He says, when you think about it. He says, by that time, you put a lot of thought into it, and your mind has done the multiplication table for you. It's time. He says, you don't wait, you do it. And we won the OAL, and he was coach of the year, and he later went on to Hayward and was the baseball coach at Hayward. So you learn from your predecessors. I read Billy Martin's book, and I've done a little reading, and it's difficult. That's key, when to take them out. And I have been known to have a quick hook. But I knew that Perez was capable. I knew that she threw a screwball inside real good, and she had a drop on the outside. I knew that we were throwing up. With Obima, we were throwing up, and her curve on the outside isn't as good as her drop outside. She really doesn't have a good changeup, per se, and Perez has a great changeup. We hadn't shown the changeup that much, so it was a different approach. And it worked. She gave up one hit in that last game and held them scoreless.
Obima, undefeated against conference opponents. I'm sure she gets to start Friday.
Oh, you start Obima. She won 16 ball games for us in the league. First team all league. She's a good starter. We worked out yesterday. Worked on her pitches. Shortened up her stride on her drop, and kept her weight back on her rise ball, and it seemed to work out fine. Worked a little bit on her change. She's ready to go. Either one of those two players could win for us. They're going against two seniors, you know. Jimenez is senior and good ball player, and their backup Harper isn't as good. I think she's 12 and 10, but good pitchers.
Yeah, I mean, Jimenez getting a conference pitcher of the year, but looking at the stats, that you guys have hit her pretty well during the regular season.
I think we average about 3 runs. Her ERA is about 3 against us.
Well, you gotta like your chances this weekend. I mean, I think since the first week or first month of the season, I mean, you guys haven't lost more than one game, if I'm correct.
Since March 2nd.
Since March 2nd, so you guys definitely, I mean, the record shows it, but you definitely, and just the success that you guys have at Dominguez, you gotta like your chances this week.
Well, we beat Dominguez 5 times. They beat us 2-1 in the tournament down at Turlock. They had a fly ball to left field that Danny came in on and couldn't get to. It fell in. The next girl bunts the ball. We have an error there. Next girl hits a ground ball to short. We have an error there. Next girl, with 2 outs, hits a blooper over the third baseman's head that our shortstop just couldn't get to. They scored 2 runs. Stoff hit 1 out, scores 2-1. They didn't hit our pitching hard. Things fell in for them, and we hit the ball pretty good. But Jimenez is good. You know, we get 2 or 3 runs, we'll be happy about it. We're not going to dominate her. She's too good.
So, with so much on the line this weekend, 2 very good teams, do you expect a low-scoring series each game?
Well, I expect close ball games. I do feel we have better hitters. Defensively, we're playing great ball. There have been some great plays. Plays at home, throws from the outfield, play at third base. There was against the San Martins, the girl on second base hit over the third baseman's head to her left, and Chavez goes into the hole, catches the ball, and throws a strike home. He sent her, and she was out by 10 feet. he didn't think she could make the play. We worked on that. Things don't just happen. We work on these things. We do a double infield where I hit the ball right over the third baseman and say, well, she's got to come over and get it. This is probably the best defensive team we've had in a while. I can't think when we were better, but they've been making these kind of plays all year. And we've made a lot of outs at the plate. A lot of outs at the plate.
Yeah, all around, looking at you guys from offense, defense, pitching. I mean, have you ever had a team this caliber, this all-around, goodness of a team? I know, Pastor, you've had some really good pitchers, some good hitters, but just all around. Have you had a team like this?
Well, this is the best hitting team we've had in a long time. It's hard to compare. I've been at this 25 years. It's hard to go back and compare teams. But this is a good hitting team. And home run-wise, I mean, it speaks for itself. We work on it. I got to give credit to Angie, in the weight room. She works with these kids in the fall. She pushes them. She does it the right way. Plus, they work. She'll tell you we're the best, hardest working group on campus. She'll tell you that. And we weightlift 3 days a week. And when we come into the spring, we still weightlift twice. She has a regimented program, and they do it. If they don't do it, they don't play.
What, from a team standpoint, what concerns you going down there? Dominguez, hey, they had to go on the road last week. They had to fight to win that event, get into the position. Now facing you guys in the Super Regional. But what, as a coach, what concerns do you have facing the Toros?
None. I don't have any fears. We're ready. We thank goodness they have fences at 200. We'll breach those walls. They have Sanchez. She can breach the wall. But if anyone else hits it out, it'll just be a good hit. We have 5, 6 girls that can breach those walls. There's nothing that they can throw at us. We, like the state, in our releases, Sanchez is tough. Leadoff hitter. She hit a grand slam last week, won the ball game for them. We know that. We know how to pitch to her. Our pitchers can hit their spots. That's a big difference from last year. Bunny-wise, we got Pena in the suicide position. We got her in their face. You saw Stoff's reflexes at the end of the game. She made a fantastic catch at the end of the game last week. And the infield, a little shaky at times, but they seem to rise to the occasion. I mean, basically you got a freshman at third base and a freshman at second base, basically. And you got an experienced shortstop and a great first baseman. I'm sure she should get some more accolades before it's over. And our catcher, they don't run on our catcher. People don't run on him. They ran on her, and they throw him out, and we bury him at second. And Chavez is getting over there. There was a time when she had a little trouble getting there because she was shifted over, but now we're playing it a little differently, and she gets to the base in time.
Danny has some important questions.
You touched on the defense. I mean, just how important is, we saw it this weekend with some of the great plays, but I guess, how important has the defense been in your successes here?
Well, anytime you got a good team that goes to a national tournament, you got a good defense. I remember at the last national tournament, the only error we had was Franny at third base. It was a routine play. She came across in front of her and bobbled it. That was the only ever had. We had Monstein making 2 phenomenal catches in the outfield, one over the fence. Perrine played great short. Slattery, they respected Slattery's arm. Of course, you had Lizzie throwing, that was helpful. These 2 pitchers rival our pitchers have given us national title, but they're freshmen. We'll be going against 2 senior pitchers this week. They can only put one on the mound at a time, but we play well behind these 2 pitchers. They have confidence in them, and now that Perez is healthy, we have confidence in her. I wouldn't have put her in there. She went in there and gave up 1 hit. She went in there in a bad situation and got us out of it. that's confidence in the pitcher. Pitchers are like hitters; they have to have confidence. If I hit the ball, you have to have confidence. You have to have a hitter's attitude. Sam Martin has a hitter's attitude. I knew that's why that I felt we'd be good against them, because they weren't up there to walk. They were up there to hit the ball. I don't think they got to walk all weekend. I mean, they went up there to hit the ball, and that they did. They're one of the best teams. Well, probably one of the best team we faced this year. They scared us. They could have won both those games.
That's all I got.